Credit card applications. As a matter of fact, any credit application. What's one of the top ways most people end up getting denied? It's not income requirements. It's not credit criteria. We're going to cover it in this video so you can ensure yourself better approval odds on your credit card applications and all credit applications. We're going to cover it in this video. This is JP from Blueprint for Prosperity, helping you to increase your net worth through relationship banking, maximizing your borrowing capacity, proper use of life insurance, and the ownership of real estate. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading content on a daily basis to help you customize your blueprint for prosperity. So many people, when they're applying for credit, whether it's credit card applications or any credit application, they're usually highly focused on their credit and they're highly focused on their income. And rightfully so. These are two major components to getting approved for credit. But one of the most nuanced but simplest ways to get denied that people overlook is congruency of personal information. And this goes for personal or business credit. Believe it or not, out of all the denials that you see, if you can stack it up statistically, most people are denied just because their information is not congruent. These lenders and banks and different credit companies have access to a lot of tools and resources on the back end that we don't even realize we're signing up to get our information checked by. They have access to a lot of information to cross-reference on us. And that means that if you, for instance, put down your name wrong, it could be just your middle initial difference. It could be a suffix difference, address difference, date of birth, social, any of these things, income, any of these things that you put down on a credit and where you work can lead to a denial if it is not congruent with other cross references that they're running. These are especially going to stand out when you start talking about automated systems that are running your credit on the back end. So meaning non-human underwriting. You're almost certainly not going to get any kind of grace from an algorithm. It's just going to simply take in the information, cross it against the information that it has available to it, and it's going to be yes or no. At the end of the day, this is what reconsideration lines are for. But many of you have no clue that this is one of the main reasons for denial. Or it could lead to, an issue pulling your credit report, all kind of different issues. It sounds simple. It's not the sexiest hack in the world, but I assure you, if you take the time out to make sure that your information is uniform across your credit reports, and thus the credit applications from that point on you're applying for, name, date of birth, social, address, income, employment, on down the line, make sure everything is congruent as possible. You are increasing your approval odds significantly. Why is this? Lender psychology. You guys know who follow this channel. I am enormous about the psychology of how banks and lenders work. They are looking for trustworthy clients and essentially business partners. Because at the end of the day, they're lending you money in an attempt to give you access to capital that they're going to make money off of as you pay back, as agreed. And then hopefully you're smart enough to take that money and find ways to go make money. But at the end of the day, they're looking for trustworthy individuals. Many people may think that, banks are making the bulk of their money and love, late fees and high interest due to, people running behind on payments or outright defaulting on loans, so on and so forth. The reality is this is not sustainable business practice for most banks and lenders. They have these companies out there that make their money off of, subprime borrowers, and they make all this interest, your payday loan companies, these different loan sharks, if you will. But most legitimate, credible banks, lenders, credit unions, online lenders, they are looking for stable, trustworthy, predictable clientele that has stable, congruent information, and a relationship can only grow. They can be more confident. They will lend you so much more on so much better terms if they can run your information and everything comes back clean. That is one of the top things lenders are looking for. Some of them will flex on income requirements. Some of them will flex on credit requirements. If your information comes through clean, you're not popping up in the wrong systems, everything is cross-referenced properly, you'll be astonished at the results that you can get. When you're applying for credit, keep up with the income you put down. When you're applying for credit, keep up how you put your name. And again, most importantly, one of the top reference points is your credit report. Even your LexisNexis. This may be something you've caught on to. This LexisNexis is like your credit reports on steroids. It has all kinds of data and information on you from a very long time back. and getting access to your credit reports and getting access to your LexisNexis and making sure as much information is congruent and as much old information or incorrect information is offered there serves you so much more on your credit applications, almost assuring you a fair shot at approval. From that point on, then your credit, then your income is going to help do the heavy lifting. But you can disqualify yourself right out of the gate by having incongruent information. And I wanted to give you this as a financial professional, as a professional banker. I wanted to tell you this out of the horse's mouth in the sense of speaking, that this is one of the top reasons for denials on credit applications. You take this seriously, you can improve your odds significantly. I wanted to bring you this quick game so you guys can be hip to this when you're applying for credit cards and other forms of credit. It's essential, and it's one of the simplest mishaps that most people miss. Thank y'all for tuning in. I enjoy bringing this valuable content. Comment down below. Let me know what you think, what your experiences have been on credit applications, and how you're going to move forward. Or if you have more questions on how to move forward, drop them in the comment section below. Otherwise, as always, I want y'all to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.